G'day guys, welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 video, and on this video I'm going to be showing you where all the graves are located. There are lots of graves located in many towns in Red Dead Redemption 2, and if you want to pay your respects to those who have fallen, you'll need to know where to find them. It should be painfully clear that this guide is going to contain a lot of spoilers, so consider this is your warning. This grave location guide contains spoilers, so keep that in mind, guys. If you don't like spoilers, just don't watch anymore. Alright, on this first one, the location of Jenny Kirk's grave is in the Spider Gorge, at the fork of the glacier in far north Amberino. Head through the Coulter property and follow the icy stream north and above the E in Gorge is where you'll find Jenny's grave, just like the one here. Jenny is mentioned in a few times. Lenny had grown attracted to her during their time in Blackwater. But unfortunately, she was injured during their escape after the boat situation and died. So here's her grave, guys, again.
Head up.
This one's Davey Calendar's grave. Davey Calendar's grave can be found in the far north of Amberino, south of the Spider Gorge in the town you stopped in during the prologue. So head behind the destroyed church to find the graveyard. Davey's grave is a little past the others. Like you'll see other graves there, but it's right behind the other graves. Dave, Davey Calendar is seen briefly during the start of Red Dead Redemption 2 after the gang escaped from Blackwater, but died shortly after arriving in the snowy mountain or the mining town, sorry, of Coulter. This lovable Irish scamp, Shawn Maguire's grave can be found north of the gang's campsite in Clements Point, just in roads here. Follow the track north and cut up the small hill to find Shawn's grave under some trees overlooking the water. Shawn's grave is kind of located just south of the horse fence. Shawn Maguire is the first heard of as being held up in Blackwater. I mean, the first time you hear about him is as being held up in Blackwater when the game started. Arthur and a few of the other gang members break him out as he's being transported. Like straight after that, there's I can't remember what chapter it is, but the people that play the game knows he gets shot in the town of Rhodes. Kieran Duffy's grave can be found east of the Braithwaite Manor and east of the church ruins at Boulder Glade. It took a while for the gang to believe Kieran after he turned on his former gang, the Driscolls, but it seems as if Arthur had a soft spot for him. Life caught up with Kieran, who winds up decapitated, eyes gouged out, strapped to a horse, and holding his own head when you reach your next camp in Shady Belle. And here is his gravesite. Hosea Matthews' grave can be found south of Blue Water Marsh of Lemoyne. Travel north along the main road leading out of Saint Denis, and before reaching the border of to Blue Water Marsh, find his grave off the side of the road to the west. Hosea Matthew was Dutch van der Linde's right-hand man, though the two didn't always see eye to eye on plans. He fell during the bank robbery in Saint Denis when went wrong.
Slow now.
And here's their grave, Hosea and Lenny. Lenny Summers' grave is also located in the same next to the same area as where Hosea's grave is located. So just go along towards, the same way as you would go for Hosea's grave, and Lenny's grave is right next to it. Okay, the next one's Eaglefly's grave can be found in the mountains of Amberino, north of Bacchus Station, and to the west of Dona Falls. Eaglefly's resting spot is overlooking the waterfall. Eagleflies was the son of Rains Fall, a great Native American chief. Eagleflies was a candle that burned too bright, who was suckered in by the silver tongue by Dutch, the silver tongue of Dutch. So Dutch kind of used him, or he did use him. So you can find his grave right here. The next one here is Susan Grimshaw's grave. Can be found in the middle of New Hanover between the V and the E, southwest of the Elysian Pool. Follow the hill's steep edge to the top to find Miss Grimshaw's grave overlooking the valley. It's also kind of, I mean, it's sort of south. It is south of the Trapper, where that's where I took the first time you go hunting with Hosea, and you take the bear's pelt, just south of the Trapper there. Miss Grimshaw was the matriarch of the Van der Linde Gang, who died after Micah Bell shot her. And this is where you can find her grave, overlooking a great view right here. Alright, and finally, Arthur Morgan's grave. This is probably one of the graves that everyone's gonna be searching for. Here's one of you were no doubt looking for after finishing the game. Arthur Morgan's grave is located in a beautiful spot in the northern peaks of Amberino, northeast of Baku Station. It's right next to where if you found the monk meditating, it's right near there, just above the G of Grizzlies East and below the I of Amberino. Arthur Morgan joined the Linde Gang as a young man, and in his later years realized Dutch wasn't the man he believed in. Also, players who finish the game with high honor will find Arthur's grave covered in flowers.
Head
Arthur
up.
played a pivotal role in ensuring John, Abigail, and Jack were able to survive the implosion of the Linde Gang. Arthur did his best to set things right before he finally succumbed to his sickness while watching the sunrise over the land that he loved. Like most of the deaths in this game pretty much touch me. It's pretty sad. It's one of my favorite games after, of course, Red Dead. I mean, I guess it's better than Red Dead 1, and it's one of my favorite games of all time of 2018. Well, finding all the 9 graves of your fallen companions in the Red Dead 2 is an important step in the grieving process. Definitely take time to find where Charles buried Arthur Morgan. His final resting place is beautiful. Well, I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys leave a like, and it will definitely help me out. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Alright, peace. Thanks for watching.